A destructive combination of multiple confirmed tornadoes and life-threatening flash flooding has left a trail of damage across several regions of Alabama, upending travel plans for millions at the start of the high-traffic Memorial Day holiday weekend. A powerful, slow-moving atmospheric system fueled by a stalled frontal boundary and an abundance of rich Gulf moisture triggered severe convective cells, leading to at least 4 confirmed tornado touchdowns in central and northern Alabama, alongside historic, record-shattering rainfall totals in the coastal and western sectors of the state. Emergency management officials, local law enforcement, and the National Weather Service, NWS, have been working around the clock to assess structural damage, clear debris-laden thoroughfares, and execute emergency water rescues. Amazingly, despite the physical devastation inflicted upon residential properties, commercial assets, and local infrastructure, structural resilience and timely meteorological alerts mean that no human injuries or fatalities have been reported so far by state emergency management networks. According to official preliminary storm survey reports published by the National Weather Service forecast offices in Birmingham and Huntsville, a total of 4 distinct tornadoes have been officially verified. The convective breakdown indicates that 3 of these twisters targeted the central corridor of the state, while a wider-tracked, higher-velocity tornado struck the northeastern countryside. One of the most highly visible events occurred in eastern Tuscaloosa County, where a narrow, high-velocity vortex caught on motorists' mobile videos emerged as a drill-bit tornado. The tornado touched down at approximately 12:13 p.m. north of Interstate 2059, roughly 2 miles east of Exit 89 near the community of Vance. It carved a path length of 2.65 miles, expanding to a peak operational width of 150 yards before lifting near the Abernant community at 12:21 p.m. The NWS survey team estimated peak winds reached 95 miles per hour, firmly classifying it as an EF1 on the enhanced Fujita scale. The twister crossed directly over the lanes of Interstate 2059. It inflicted severe structural damage on a manufactured home, tore a carport from its anchor points along Bama Rock Garden Road, threw heavy debris into local trees, and brought minor roof and facade damage to several nearby single-family residential properties. The strongest and longest-track tornado of the system tore through northeastern Cullman County, threatening rural communities and causing extensive agricultural and structural damage. It touched down at 12:57 p.m. just north of U.S. Highway 278, originating near the intersection of County Roads 1650 and 1682, just west of Holly Pond. The vortex stayed on the ground for an extensive 8.7 miles, reaching a massive peak width of 300 yards. It finally dissipated at 1:14 p.m. near County Road 1589, right west of Alabama Highway 67. Meteorologists verified peak wind forces of 107 miles per hour, making it the most intense wind event observed during the outbreak. The tornado marched northeast across the communities of Brooklyn and Bayleton. Along County Road 1763, the cyclone pushed a mobile home entirely off its brick foundation and shredded the roofs of adjacent outbuildings. Dozens of century-old hardwood and softwood trees were uprooted or snapped in half. Tragically, the falling timber crushed a parked pickup truck and resulted in the deaths of 2 cows in a pasture off County Road 1684. Developing earlier in the day within the western Black Belt region, a swift-moving supercell generated a dangerous spin-up near county borders. The tornado touched down at 10:43 a.m. along Sparks Road, just east of Demopolis near the Marengo and Hale County line. It tracked across 2.27 miles of mixed agricultural fields and woodlands, sustaining a width of 150 yards. Wind tracking instruments estimated maximum speeds at 95 miles per hour. While the primary path stayed within sparsely populated zones, the tornado caused considerable cosmetic damage to residential roofing, knocked down utility lines, and physically flipped a commercial box truck and a pontoon boat resting on a trailer. A weaker, brief satellite tornado occurred just prior to the primary Marengo County parent storm. It touched down at 10:47 a.m. along County Road 6, between County Road 7 and Lewis Road. It spanned a brief 0.23 miles with a tight width of 40 yards. Peak rotational velocities were clocked at 65 miles per hour. The brief touchdown shifted a camper off its structural supports and tore siding panels away from a manufactured home. While the central and northern tiers of Alabama grappled with high-velocity rotational winds, the southern coastal counties and isolated northern towns faced an entirely different crisis: torrential, tropical-grade downpours that triggered major flash flooding. The Weather Prediction Center, WPC, had previously flagged the Gulf Coast for excessive rainfall, and the forecast verified with dangerous accuracy. A continuous train of heavy thunderstorms dumped between 6 to 10 inches of rain across Mobile and Baldwin counties within a single afternoon. The National Weather Service Mobile office confirmed that the city of Mobile shattered its decades-old daily rainfall record by receiving 5.4 inches of rain, utterly wiping out the previous benchmark of 3.8 inches set back in 1965. The sheer volume of water completely overwhelmed municipal drainage networks, turning primary coastal roadways into fast-flowing canals. Emergency teams in high-water vehicles carried out several water rescues to save stranded holiday motorists whose engines stalled out in deep intersections. Further north, in the town of New Hope within Mathieson County, severe storms caused immediate flash flooding in residential neighborhoods. Low-lying drainage ditches backed up, sending 3 to 6 inches of standing water onto neighborhood streets and across rural intersections. In vulnerable mobile home communities, witnesses filmed 4 to 5 inches of rapidly moving floodwater rushing beneath residential foundations. Meanwhile, internal cities like Tuscaloosa also added their names to the record books, logging 1.67 inches of rain to beat the 1980 record of 0.89 inches. Meanwhile, a catastrophic and historic flash flooding emergency has inundated the city of Saraland and surrounding northern Mobile County communities, turning residential streets into fast-flowing rivers and submerging primary traffic corridors under several feet of water. Driven by a slow-moving atmospheric gridlock that dumped between 6 and 12 inches of rain in a mere matter of hours, local waterways, most notably Bayou Sara and Norton Creek, overflowed their banks, forcing major arterial closures and triggering emergency municipal intervention right at the high-volume launch of the Memorial Day holiday weekend. First responders, public works crews, and local law enforcement agencies have spent the last 48 hours managing dangerous water hazards, securing stranded vehicles, and deploying protective barricades. While physical asset losses, residential property damage, and local infrastructure erosion are estimated to be substantial, public safety directors have confirmed that no injuries or fatalities have been reported within the Saraland city limits due to swift localized evacuations and rapid structural alert systems. Eyewitness accounts and video footage verified significant flooding within the Shelton Beach Estates area, specifically along the intersections of Mathieson Avenue and Mathieson Court. Water filled the streets from curb to curb, covering lawns and reaching the front doorsteps of single-family residences. Simultaneously, neighborhoods surrounding Bethel Forest Drive and Bethel Forest Park experienced direct, severe impacts. As Norton Creek overflowed, floodwaters rushed down suburban roads, trapping family sedans in driveways and entering low-clearance residential properties. Residents described a surreal environment where the sheer velocity of the incoming water left them with only minutes to elevate high-value indoor appliances and personal electronics before the onset of municipal power shutdowns. Emergency crews quickly responded to extract the vehicle's occupants safely. The incident served as a stark reminder of why emergency management officials continually reinforce the message of "turn around, don't drown," noting that just 12 inches of moving water can float a standard passenger car.